Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Go ahead, Keri. Tell her like it is, boy. Ah.
So the topic this week, you guys, when you were a child, what did you want to be when you grow up? And we will start with, who we start with? Let's start with you, KeVaughn. I already know what your answer is.
Yeah.
But share it with the world. Let everybody know what you wanted to be when you were a kid 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well,
Well, he's not that young.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So, it should ring a bell to anybody who sees. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, you should ring the bell. If you don't, YouTube will not tell you when we upload new videos, so do that. Anyway, I've wanted to be the same thing since I was a really young kid. When I was about 5, I saw a documentary called Dinosaur Planet, and I watched it on VHS tape, and I basically wore out the tape. Literally, I don't even think I can watch it anymore. But I saw a single word printed in that publication, and I was like, paleontologist. I want to go out and dig up fossils, and more importantly, tell people about the amazing creatures that used to live on this world. Because, dude, there were things the size of whales walking around on the earth. That's amazing. People need to know. So, yeah, I want to go out, travel the world, dig up bones, and talk about them. It's, paleontologist.
I've seen things the size of whales walking down Port Richmond Avenue.
How'd I know you would say that?
Bro, see, that's not fair, because if I would have said that, everyone would get mad. It's the way I said it. Never mind.
I mean,
Well,
where's the lie?
there is none, sir.
I mean, I can't find my Janet Jackson hat. I'm like pissed off right now. I'm not supposed to be wearing a do-rag. Who stole my hat? Yeah,
Bro,
right.
I don't have it. I don't know where.
I know, but I think it's in the lobby or something. I need my hat. Anyway, okay, so Dre, I'd love to hear what you wanted to be when you were a kid. Speak right into the microphone, buddy.
Yeah, man. Actually, when I was a kid, I actually really wanted to be a musician.
Okay.
Like maybe a studio musician and producer, but of course I gave that up. Certain things beyond my control kind of kept me from pursuing it further until the DJ thing, which coincidentally, my dad was doing it when I was growing up, but I preferred instruments.
Okay.
So you wanted to play music with instruments.
Yeah, but coincidentally, look at that. I'm still doing music.
Yeah, exactly. You're still bringing and now you're bringing music into the ears of people all over the world via the Keri's Korner radio show.
That's right. Touching the hearts, minds, and souls through the beat.
I need to touch my hat. Anyway, I'll find it and during the break. I don't think anybody in the room would know. I'll let you take guesses what I wanted to be when I was a kid.
Ooh, okay.
And my mother might be listening to this. Don't say anything crude. Again, like when I was young, like 10, 11.
I'm gonna architect.
That's one of them.
Okay. I knew you love architecture. So.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's one of the many reasons I came to New York City is because I love the skyscrapers. But actually, the big dream that I had, I mean, as a teenager, I wanted to get into the music business. So, but we're talking about as a child, I wanted to be a subway driver.
Yo, that's actually really cool, man.
It's an interesting job for a little kid to want.
Well, yeah, I wanted to be. In Boston we had trains and whatever, and I remember one particular situation. We had elevated lines like they have in the Bronx and in Chicago, and I remember as a kid, my mother always dragged me to downtown Boston so she could do her closed shopping / browsing,
which you hated.
That I hated. I hate department stores today because of that. And she would drag me all through Jordan Marsh and all through Filene's for hours. And she'd say, if you're good and you don't run around the store, I'll get you a toy and some ice cream. After 2 hours of browsing, like, lady, just take me home. But anyway, in one particular incident, because I used to love to ride the trains, we were on the elevated train in Boston, which doesn't exist anymore. And I was peeking through the window in the front of the train. The driver saw me, and he says, "Oh, you interested in the train? Like, come on, you can come in the cab with me." I said, "Really?" So he brings me in. I think I was about 7 or 6, and so as the train goes underground to get into downtown Boston, There's a stop. It used to be called Essex. It's called Chinatown now. Between that stop and the next stop, which is the major stop for transfers, there's a curve. And he said, "Do you want to drive the train, little boy?"
Oh.
And he put me, you know, for those of you that you don't really drive a subway. The subway's on tracks. You just navigate the speed of the train. Mm-hmm. So what he did was he put my little hand on the lever, and then he put his hand on top of my hand. So what really was supposed to take place was that I would think that I was actually the motorman, when in reality he was just holding my hand. Right. But what he didn't know was I was an only child, I was spoiled, and I did things the way that I wanted to do it. So when that train started moving and I got a little overly excited, I tossed his hand off of my hand and I started moving the thing back and forth. And again, what it does it doesn't navigate the direction of the train, it navigates the speed. And we're on a curve. When we got off at the next stop and the door opened and I walked out and I said, "Mommy, I had such a good time." I still remember to this day, she and every other adult on that damn train looked like they saw a ghost.
You almost killed him.
I almost derailed the damn train. That man could have lost his job.
He would have lost his life.
Right. But as you know, KeVaughn, I was a pretty rotten kid, sort of. I was a special kind of kid, you know. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to be a subway driver until I realized I wouldn't want to do it today. People are getting pushed in front of trains, and you have to stop short, and that was tacky for me to say that, but it's true though. Like, I wouldn't want to drive a train today anywhere.
Yeah, it's a serious issue.
Yeah. Man. Plus the rats. Let's not forget the rats.
You know, that was a good experience you had. I'm almost sad that probably not a lot of kids do that now.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I bet.
Yeah.
Like, there's all kinds of liabilities that would have been going on.
That's true.
Anyway, you guys, we're going to get into our new jacks here on the Keri's Korner Radio Show. Just as soon as I figure out how to turn off these mics. Keri's Korner Radio Show, your new home for throwbacks and all that other stuff. Let's go.
Keri's Korner